Hi, good day. It's Libby. It's 11:11 here on Monday, the 11th, 2019, and it's Remembrance Day. So I'm wearing my poppy with pride for those people who fought for us in the wars and gave us our freedom. So a big thank you and remembrance to that. So my father served in the Second World War, and my grandfather served in the First World War. So just honouring their journey and what they did for us. Okay, so looking at zero free Christmas presents. I last night I sat at my sewing machine and I kind of thought, what can I buy or make rather a Christmas presents for friends and family and things that I've already got in my house. So I came up with this little idea, and I came up with a little beauty pack, and it comes in a little bag. I've got a little bag that it goes in, a little drawstring bag that you can put these items in. And then what I'm going to do is this is a present. So these are little cotton wipes for your face, rather than using the plasticky body wipes, because they've all got plastic in and they wreak havoc with our environment. I thought I'd come up with this little alternative. This is made by using an old towel, which I was going to use for rags and things. So I've made this little pack, put a little bit of ribbon on it, and I'll probably put a little gift tag and tell people what it is. Okay, so rather than using gift wrap, I've made a little bag for it to go in. And then the idea is you can hang that in your bathroom, and you've got your wipes in there. Obviously, we'll take them off the ribbon. Okay, so I'm just going to explain how we make these. So what you will need some fabric. This is an old sheet. It's actually an old duvet or pillowcases from a duvet set from IKEA. Okay, so I've made a few of these little bags already. So what you need to do, I'm going to show you the components of it. You'll need to have 2 pieces of fabric cut in 2 rectangles, 28 centimetres by 24. That creates a nice sort of rectangle, and it's kind of roughly the size you need to put these pouches in, or these little pads in. Okay, so that's what you need, and you need to then edge it and sew it 3 sides, not 4, 3 sides. So you've got an opening at the top. Okay, you've got a little opening at the top, and you need to maybe just edge. I used a blanket stitch and edge the edges there. And then you need to turn it the right way round, poke out the corners with your fingers, usually better with a pair of scissors or a sharp end, but don't be careful, don't poke them right through or make a hole. So do it gently. You can cut the ends of the corners if you want to. So you've got your little bag. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to run it along the sewing machine, and you need to edge the frayed edge, and then you're going to turn it in about 1.5 centimetres, 2 centimetres into a little casing, so it looks like that. Yeah, and then you sew it down. Okay, you probably can't see it very well, but there you go, you can see it better now. About 1.5 centimetres, and you need to keep it simple, is a little space here. So this little bit you don't sew up. So it's about 3 centimetres, little gap here. And then you need to thread this on a safety pin and put it through the casing. This is called a casing in sewing machine terms or dressmaking terms. And you put your ribbon through, and then you need to tie a knot in the bag. Okay, so then it's an open bag, and then you can put your little gift inside. Okay, so that just goes inside. I've wrapped it in a little bit of ribbon. It can go inside. You can maybe put something in there like made with love or something like that, handmade by Libby, or your name, whatever it is. And then you can, if you wanted to, put another knot here and it will seal the bag. Okay, but the person can open the bag and they can take out their gift, and it's there. Okay, so how do we make these? So I've showed you how to make the bag. How do you make these little cloths? So you'll need an old towel. And I had a towel, big bath towel that had for a while, and I wasn't using it anymore in my bathroom, and it was more used just for, you know, standing on out of the bath and things like that. So I decided to chop it up, and I've made two things with it. The other thing is over here. I'll just get it now. So let me show you. So on the edges of towels, you have like, well, on mine, you have like a band, and it's like a thicker sort of cloth. So what I did, I chopped this and I've made it into like a little strap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Velcro on the end here, and you can use it as a head towel, you know, like to when you do your makeup and stuff, you can put it on and just wrap it around, okay? So that will just be like a band, keep your hair out of your eyes when you're doing a facial or something. And I probably won't give this as a present, but I kind of thought, well, what I'm going to do with it, I don't want to throw it away. So I'm just going to sew a couple of bits of Velcro, and that will just stick wherever you want. I actually do facials in my treatments. I do the natural facial lift, so I'll probably use these, and I've made two of them. Okay, so that's, you could put one in the little bag if you wanted to. You could add that to the bag and tell people what it is. Okay, I kind of think this is quite fun, giving these sort of gifts as well, because it's something you've made yourself with love, and it doesn't cost anything. It takes a bit of time. So I've made, in my little pack, I made 10. I would suggest you make 7 for each gift, because there's 7 days, and each day you use one of the pads. You can use it in the morning and then in the evening, and then you can just chuck it in the washing basket. What I suggest as well, you could pop it back in here and wash the whole sack. I don't know how these will wash, and this will wash inside. I don't know, I've not tried it yet. So it's just a little idea. So the pads are roughly 10 centimetres by 8 centimetres. And again, they're a little rectangle. And, you know, there might be a little bit, when you cut them out, you might be a little bit misshapen. So you might have to just trim them down a little bit. This one just needs a bit of a trim. So just trim it down. And you will need a sewing machine, unfortunately. So it's 2 pieces of towel, and it makes it quite absorbent. It makes it quite thick. And then you're just going to edge all the way around in blanket stitching. So you get like the stitch. Just seeing if I've got one that I made yesterday. Here we go. There's one here I made. These were just the starting ones I made. So these are more squares. Again, you could make it a square, 8 by 8. These just turned out to be 8 by 10. These ones are a bit smaller. So I kind of thought these were a little bit too small for my hand, and these ones seem to be a little bit bigger. So I would recommend the 8 by 10. So these, you blanket stitch them round, and then you just keep going until you've got your whole stack. And then you're just going to tie them with a little bit of ribbon, put them in the bag, put a little gift tag on them, or a little bit of paper, what they are. Then that's it really. So you've got your little gift, and if you wanted to, you could add one of those head things. Once you've got the Velcro in, you could just pop that in as well with a little thing, what it is, because people might not know what it is. So there you go. So it's a little gift, costs nothing, just costs things that I had around the house. The ribbon was off a duvet set, you know, that gets wrapped up in a little bit of string. So I tend to keep my bits of ribbon. I've got lots of ribbon here, things from Christmas, little bits of nice ribbon, little bits. These came off a gift card, I think, or something like that. Not a gift card, a gift bag. So I recycled the card, and then this was cake. I just tend to, everything I have, I just tend to pull it apart, because nothing then gets wasted. One good thing you could try and save is, you know, on jumpers and things, I don't know if this has got one. No, it hasn't. But you know, when you have the little loops that keep the dress or whatever on the hanger, they get really annoying, because you know, you get a little bit and you're hanging this bit up, and people say, oh, your loop's showing, and you put it back in and then it comes out again. So I chop these off and I keep them in my little sewing kit. So these are quite useful just to use as a tie for something, tie for a little bag. I'm going to use these later on in another gift, so I'm going to show you how to make. So don't throw these away, don't throw anything away really. And you could use, I've used like a dark grey for my binding, because I want it to kind of stand out, because otherwise it looks like a bit of old cloth. You know, different coloured silks, threads you can use. So yeah, so that's it really. So hopefully that's a great idea for Christmas. I'm going to come back on tomorrow and show you how to make a few other ideas. Some of them will be zero free, things that you can make to shop with and things like that. Okay, thanks ever so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Have a go, make something and see how it goes. And if it goes well, maybe you want to post a picture of it on the comments below. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.